Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more detailed videos. 90-Day Fiancé's resident Throuple, Matt and Amani Jlassi, and Hani Aguirre have faced challenges with their unconventional relationship, and as time goes on, I find myself increasingly convinced that Amani may be at the center of the tension. Amani and Matt, who are from San Diego, had been together for a decade before deciding to invite a third partner, Annie, into their relationship, someone they met while vacationing in Mexico. The trio had been in a polyamorous relationship for about a year before cameras began documenting their story in season 11 of 90 Day Fiancé. They are the first throuple to be featured on the series. 90 Day Fiancé has introduced viewers to a wide variety of relationship dynamics, some more traditional than others. The dynamic between Matt, Amani, and Annie certainly falls into the non-traditional category. They are three consenting adults pursuing a polyamorous relationship, but logistics, particularly geography, are creating complications. He resides in Tijuana, which is close to San Diego, but across the U.S.-Mexico border. The only path to legally bring Annie to the U.S. would involve Matt and Amani divorcing, so that one of them could marry Annie and begin the K-1 visa process. While traditional relationships have their complexities, polyamorous ones can present additional layers of difficulty. Open communication and clearly established boundaries are essential, something this trio failed to fully address before their vacation in Mexico. Early during the trip, Amani found out that Matt and Annie had been intimate without her. She had gone to sleep, and the two assumed there wouldn't be an issue, given they were all together on the trip. However, Amani felt excluded and upset upon learning that they'd shared an experience without her knowledge or consent, something that clearly matters to her. It's surprising that by this point, such discussions hadn't already taken place. Amani's reaction came as a bit of a surprise considering how progressive she and Matt seemed to be in their views on relationships. You'd expect that someone entering into a throuple might already have a sense of whether or not jealousy could become an issue. I have a theory. Amani might be subconsciously competing with Matt. She's the primary earner in their household, while Matt appears to be a stay-at-home parent. Amani's assertiveness may stem from a deeper competitive dynamic with Matt. When Annie and Matt crossed what Amani considered a boundary, she became visibly upset and made it clear that she believed they had done something wrong. This conflict eventually prompted a much-needed conversation about setting clear expectations and rules, something they should have addressed much earlier, but better late than never. Amani later said she felt the relationship was beginning to tilt in Matt's favor, which suggests she may be comparing her bond with Annie to Matt's. Amani started pointing out things like Annie introducing Matt as her boyfriend, or that she kissed Matt first when they all met. It seems Amani's concerns may stem more from her dynamic with Matt than from her feelings for Annie. After learning about the intimate moment between Matt and Annie, Amani became more defensive and increasingly jealous. Tensions escalated, especially when she accused Annie of not taking her seriously in the relationship. Things came to a head at a winery dinner, where Amani had an emotional outburst. When Annie revealed that she wasn't planning to disclose the full nature of their relationship to her family before meeting them, Amani left the dinner in frustration. Annie later tried to comfort Amani, but admitted in a confessional that Amani's reaction had frightened her. When Annie eventually told Amani that she didn't care about Matt as much, and that she loved Amani more, Amani looked visibly relieved. But even with that reassurance, Amani said, "That's kind of the problem." This statement was confusing. Amani was feeling insecure, yet seemed troubled by being the one Annie loved more. It appeared that Amani's priority was to be more important to Annie than Matt was. She seemed to want to win any affection. This kind of mindset could create long-term issues for the throuple. When Annie expressed deeper feelings for Amani than for Matt, Amani appeared almost thrilled. But interestingly, she didn't tell Matt right away, waiting a couple of days before sharing that information. From the outside, it felt like she was eager to let him know. Amani seems to want to be the favorite in the trio. She wants both Matt and Annie to prioritize her, more than they spoke to Matt. Amani told him that Annie claimed she was only in the relationship for her, not for him. But this wasn't an accurate reflection of what Annie had actually said. Annie had expressed that she cared more deeply for Amani, but never said she didn't care for Matt at all. Annie may love Amani more, but it doesn't mean her feelings for Matt are non-existent. Amani's version of the conversation left Matt believing that Annie had no feelings for him at all. It seems likely that Amani exaggerated Annie's words, perhaps to make Matt feel the same jealousy and insecurity she'd experienced. In a polyamorous relationship, all partners must be tuned in to each other's emotions. Jealousy and manipulation have no place in a healthy dynamic. My concern is that, for Amani, this may be more about being ahead than it is about cultivating a genuine, balanced connection with both of her partners. Come back to our channel for all your updates. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel.